The the web server, the Wi-Fi camera server that I had successfully running on this one and this one before. This one here, I have. Hold on, just let me put the camera up there. This one is programmed just to be like repeatedly taking photos and storing it to the SD card until the SD card is full. That's all this one's programmed to do. But unfortunately, if you're going to tackle programming for SD like peripherals, just be prepared to have a lot of patience with the debugging process, because things that don't particularly make sense, like changing board rate, work for you. You know, like dropping it down to 9600 instead of the higher boards. For some reason, it works. Sometimes it'll work for no real conceivable reason. You're just trying random shit at that point in desperation to get the fucking thing to store to an SD card. These little SD cards, I have found I've been able to program the larger ones and their modules far easier than anything associated with the small anything that takes only the smaller variety. Yeah, like there's even a chance that I'd contemplate breaking out a separate SD card module for it, simply so that I can use the larger variety for this reason, which is obviously like it's just more thinking and more annoying. But the sketch did successfully upload for the board. I could go through a tutorial for these things about how to, just supply the code, and because there's a lot of settings that you need to get right as well when you upload the sketch. Otherwise it's a no-go. And which the ESP32 cams are quite notorious for trouble in general, but yeah, as you can see, like there's a lot of the like pull-ups and pull-down resistors being added between pins and what have you. So it starts getting messy. So I'm going to design like a breakout that doubles up in the pin slots. You know what I mean? So there's a blank row. A blank row down here and a blank row down here, just doubling connected this way between them, so that you've got an extra hole to put something in. And so you see with this, I'm running out the places to literally connect it, because it's between common pins. But and it looks like shit, doesn't it? But when it's the first prototype, I kind of enjoy it looking like shit. I know it's terrible, but I do, and I'm trying to correct that. But yeah, this is an actual like a prototyping issue here, because I'll eventually run out of places to just basically do what I've done here with the resistors. You can see connecting this one here to around here. Sorry for that. There we are. Yeah, so connecting this one here to over here, and this one's supposed to be connected to some bullshit, but I obviously didn't trust the solder, or just decided, fuck it, this is getting too messy at that stage. I'll go and get a PCB board so that you can see what I mean. Just slot this through a handle and leave that hang. Where is it? Come on. What the fuck did I even come in here for? Fuck me. That's right, is it? All right. So what I'm saying is sometimes when you get into situations like this where debugging requires you to do bullshit like that. I meant breaking it out. When I referred to as breaking it out, I referred to as doubling up its pins on both sides, and so just basically having a place for somewhere to insert this part as just like you do the motherboard, and that's it's something connected parallel to the actual motherboard here, so just an extension of it really. But with the key difference being is that it's got, instead of one column here, there's two columns, and the second one is for you to basically include new bring in new components into the circuit and dick around with various configurations until one of them works. Yeah, it's just literally tossing shit on the wall and seeing what sticks. Really, in some cases for me, in a lot of cases actually. So yeah, I know it doesn't really make sense that you would not really know how you fix something, but you'll understand what I mean once you've debugged enough, been mucking around with SD cards enough. Yeah, you literally won't understand why what you did works. Because but it's not for the impatient, that's for sure. But that's basically it. This is a common practice that you'll need to do for a lot of things, because as neat and tidy as they bring it to you, like in that little, in the little unit that it is, it's, no, it's not, it doesn't work. So I've found, but I could do a tutorial on that, I suppose, but really once I got the SD card storing without Wi-Fi, having to worry about using its Wi-Fi, I just want to have the one that stores to SD and that has its Bluetooth running, so that I can be around it and get everything it's got. Does that make sense? Via Bluetooth? But then Bluetooth again, but I'm still up in arms about that because I hate Bluetooth. It's so obvious to everyone. You know what I mean? Like there's not really much. I just don't want Bluetooth to use Bluetooth in general. But that is the one advantage I can think of, is when you don't necessarily want to go dick around with the actual device with your own fingers. You just want to sit around looking like an asshole and just be a garbage person, essentially, and just for whatever reason you're there, and wait until they arrive and give you a move on notice. And so it's normal for me. It's normal for a lot of people. It's a lot of vagrant fuckers in the city, so I'm not actually insane. Obviously, I'm waiting to get some camera footage onto the phone via Bluetooth, but that's the reason you're there. Why am I explaining this kind of shit? I'm going to hell.